Your guardian angel whispered this to me about your health. It's happening very soon. Listen carefully, my beloved, do not scroll, do not skip, because this moment was arranged long before you arrived here, and your guardian angel is closer to you now than they have been in a very long time, placing a gentle but urgent hand upon your life, whispering not in fear but in warning wrapped in love, because something within your body, your energy, your breath, has been shifting, and you felt it before you could name it, didn't you? That subtle change you couldn't explain but couldn't ignore either, and this is not random, you must hear this, because the message was not given to everyone, it was given to you, chosen one, specifically you, at this exact moment, and your angel says there is a crossing happening, a turning point approaching your health that will not wait forever, and if you stop listening now you may miss the very instruction meant to protect you. There is urgency here, but not panic, because fear is not the language of heaven, yet still, you felt the heaviness, the fatigue that didn't match your effort, the discomfort that came without warning, the emotional exhaustion tied to your physical body, and you wondered quietly if anyone noticed, if anyone understood. Tell me honestly, have you been feeling more tired than usual even after resting? My child, your guardian angel says this tiredness was not weakness, it was a signal, a flare sent ahead of a coming shift, because something that was hidden is about to be revealed, and something that was draining you is being confronted now, even as you listen. Do not skip this, because there is protection being activated in this very minute, and the moment you stay present, you align with it. There was a season where your body carried what your spirit could not speak, stress you swallowed, grief you minimized, pain you pushed aside to survive, and your angel says you were brave, but bravery without release leaves residue, and that residue has been calling for attention, not punishment, attention, and now heaven is responding. Listen carefully, because this is where the mystery deepens, and if you feel a tightness in your chest or a warmth in your hands right now, that is not coincidence, that is confirmation. Have you noticed strange signs lately, repeating numbers, sudden pauses, moments where time felt slowed just for you? My beloved, those were checkpoints, moments where your guardian angel leaned closer, saying prepare, because what is happening very soon will change how you understand your body, your strength, and your future. There may have been fear, even a quiet thought you pushed away late at night wondering if something was wrong, and I need you to hear this clearly, you are not being abandoned, you are being guided, and this guidance arrives before crisis, not after. You must hear this, because the next phase brings relief, but only if you remain aware, only if you honor the whisper instead of waiting for a shout. Your angel says there is a window opening, a narrow but powerful moment where restoration begins, and it will come subtly at first, a small improvement, a new clarity, an unexpected answer, and if you miss it, you may delay what was meant to heal swiftly. Do you believe this message found you on purpose, right when you needed reassurance the most? Stay with me, chosen one, because we are not yet at the heart of what was revealed to me, and the protection surrounding you right now is stronger than the fear trying to creep in, stronger than the doubt telling you nothing will change. Hope is rising, destiny is stirring, and your guardian angel says you were selected not to suffer in silence but to witness a turning, and this is only the beginning, because what happens next will shock you. Because the truth your guardian angel has not yet spoken aloud carries weight, and you must not look away now, my child, because this next revelation explains why your health has felt like a battlefield lately, and why relief has felt just out of reach. Listen carefully, because the angel says there has been a silent spiritual pressure pressing against your physical form, not to destroy you, but to wake you, And you felt it as aches that came and went, emotions that surged without warning, and moments where your body seemed to speak louder than your mind, and you wondered if you were imagining it, didn't you? Tell me, have you questioned your own intuition about what your body was telling you? My beloved, you were never imagining it, because your body has been translating what your soul already knew, that a cycle was ending and another was trying to begin, and the resistance you felt was the friction of transition. Do not skip this, because right here is where fear tries to distract you, whispering that nothing will change, but your guardian angel says fear only appears when breakthrough is near, and that is why it has been louder lately. There were nights when you lay awake feeling watched, not by danger but by presence, moments when your breath deepened for no reason, or your heart raced suddenly, and heaven was near then, marking time, preparing your system for what is coming. You must hear this, because very soon your health will respond to a decision you haven't consciously made yet, a choice toward alignment, toward rest, toward truth, and the moment you choose it, something locked inside you loosens. Have you felt a strange pull to slow down, to change a habit, to listen differently to your body? That pull is guidance, and it is intensifying because the window is opening wider now. My child, your guardian angel showed me that what scared you was never meant to stay, it was a messenger, and messengers leave once the message is received, and you are so close to receiving it fully. There is reassurance here, wrap yourself in it, because divine protection is not distant, it is active, surrounding your cells, your thoughts, your breath, recalibrating what was overstretched. Listen carefully, because this next part is important. The angel says you are not entering decline, you are entering correction, and correction feels uncomfortable only until balance is restored. Tell me honestly, when was the last time you truly rested without guilt? That guilt was never yours to carry, and releasing it is part of your healing. Hope is not a concept here, it is a process unfolding, and destiny is not abstract, it is specific, touching your life, your routines, your future memories, and there will be a moment very soon when you realize you feel lighter without knowing exactly why. Do you feel that possibility stirring even now? Stay with this message, chosen one, because there is a sign coming that will confirm everything you are hearing, and when it arrives, you will understand why this moment mattered, why you were guided here, and why everything is about to change. And that change begins in a way so quiet you might almost miss it if you are not paying attention, my beloved, so I need you to listen even more carefully now, because your guardian angel says the first evidence of healing rarely arrives with noise, it arrives with subtle relief, a morning where your body feels different, a breath that goes deeper than it has in weeks, a thought that feels clearer than yesterday, and this is not imagination, this is initiation. Do not skip this, because right here is where many people doubt and walk away just before confirmation appears, and you were not brought this far to turn back now. There is rising mystery here, because what is happening inside you is being rearranged in layers you cannot see yet, and the angel says your cells are responding to peace faster than you realize, because peace is medicine too. You may have felt fear when symptoms appeared without explanation, when emotions surfaced that didn't match the moment, and that fear made you brace yourself for bad news, but my child, hear this clearly, the brace is no longer needed, because divine protection has already stepped between you and what you feared most. Tell me, did you notice how the fear has softened slightly compared to before? That softening is not accidental, it is a sign that something heavy is releasing its grip. Listen carefully, because your guardian angel says the battle was never about your body failing, it was about your body asking for truth, and now that truth is being honored. There is reassurance flooding this moment, and if you feel warmth, tingling, or sudden emotion right now, that is alignment happening in real time. You must hear this, because you have been chosen not only to recover, but to understand, and understanding brings lasting healing. The angel showed me that very soon, someone will speak words that resonate deeply with you, or you will read or hear something that confirms what you are sensing now, and when that happens, your confidence will return in a way that surprises you. Have you been feeling a quiet readiness for change, even if you didn't know what it was for? That readiness is destiny preparing its stage. There is hope rising higher now, stronger than the fear ever was, and it is rewriting your expectations of what your future health looks like. Do not skip this next truth, because it carries urgency wrapped in promise. The angel says the shift happening very soon will not just improve how you feel, it will change how you live, how you pace yourself, how you listen, how you protect your energy, and this wisdom will prevent future harm you never even saw coming. Tell me honestly, do you feel more aware of your body now than you were months ago? That awareness is your shield. Stay present, chosen one, because the next revelation explains why this healing had to be delayed until now, and why the timing about to unfold will feel almost miraculous, because the truth I haven't revealed yet will change everything. Because the delay you resented was actually protection, my child, and this is where many gasp when they finally understand, so listen carefully and do not skip this moment, because your guardian angel says if healing had come earlier, you would have returned to the same patterns that slowly drained you, and heaven refused to let that happen again. There is immediate urgency here, because the realization arriving now rewrites your past, the stress you endured, the pauses you were forced into, the plans that collapsed without explanation, all of it slowed you just enough for your spirit to catch up to your body. Rising mystery surrounds this truth, because you thought the waiting meant something was wrong, but it actually meant something was being realigned behind the scenes, and the fear you felt was the sound of old structures breaking. My beloved, there were moments when you felt fragile, when your strength seemed unreliable, and that tension frightened you, but hear this reassurance clearly: fragility was not weakness, it was sensitivity returning, and sensitivity is what allows healing to take root deeply. Tell me honestly, did you ever feel like life was forcing you to stop even when you wanted to push forward? That was intervention, not obstruction. You must hear this, because destiny is now stepping closer, and the angel says your body is finally ready to receive what has been waiting patiently for you. There is hope blooming here, and it comes with identity. You are not someone whose health will always be uncertain, you are someone who learned to listen before damage became destiny. Do not skip this next part, because a future miracle is being teased now. The angel revealed that very soon you will notice a consistent improvement, not dramatic at first, but steady, undeniable, and it will restore your trust in yourself. Have you noticed moments lately where your intuition feels sharper, where you instinctively know what to avoid or what to choose? That is your internal guidance system recalibrating. Fear tries to interrupt here, whispering that this progress won't last, but divine protection answers louder, saying what is being built now is sustainable because it is aligned. Listen carefully, because the angel says this healing will ripple outward, affecting your mood, your relationships, even your sense of purpose, and you will look back and realize this was the moment everything quietly turned. Tell me, can you feel the difference between panic and awareness now? Awareness brings power, and power brings peace. Stay with this transmission, chosen one, because the final layers are about to be revealed, and what you are about to understand next will explain why your future looks nothing like your past, because everything is about to change. And that change carries a responsibility you were prepared for long before you knew it, my beloved, so listen carefully now, because your guardian angel says healing is not only something that happens to you, it is something that moves through you, and very soon you will realize your restored strength is meant to protect more than just your own body. Do not skip this, because this revelation explains why your experiences were so intense, why your sensitivity runs deeper than others, and why your recovery will feel purposeful rather than accidental. There is immediate urgency here, because the angel says a moment is approaching where you will need to trust the new signals within you instead of old habits, and that choice will determine how fully this healing anchors. Rising mystery surrounds the fact that you were quietly trained through discomfort, taught discernment through pain, and now those lessons activate as wisdom. You may feel a flicker of fear hearing this, wondering if responsibility means burden, but hear the reassurance clearly, my child, this responsibility is light because it is aligned, and alignment multiplies energy instead of draining it. Tell me honestly, have you noticed that when you honor your limits lately, your body responds faster than it used to? That response is confirmation. Listen carefully, because the angel says there will be a day very soon when someone notices the difference in you before you even say a word, and that recognition will validate what you've been sensing privately. There is hope expanding now, not fragile hope but grounded expectation, and destiny is wrapping itself around your daily life, changing small decisions that lead to big outcomes. Do not skip this next truth, because a future miracle is being teased again. The angel revealed that an opportunity connected to wellness, clarity, or renewed purpose will present itself, and accepting it will accelerate your restoration. Have you felt a subtle excitement mixed with calm about the near future, even without knowing why? That is anticipation without anxiety, and it only comes when things are truly aligning. Fear may try one last time to question your progress, but divine protection stands firm, reminding you that what has shifted cannot be undone because it was earned through awareness. Listen carefully, chosen one, because the final piece of this message is approaching, and it carries a truth about timing that will make everything make sense, because what is about to be revealed next will leave no doubt that you were guided every step of the way, and the truth I'm about to share will change how you see everything. And this is where the timing reveals its divine precision, my child, so stay with me and do not skip even a second, because your guardian angel says the reason this message reached you now is because you have entered the exact window where choice and grace meet, and what you do with awareness in the coming days will echo far beyond what you can see. Listen carefully, because this is not meant to pressure you, it is meant to free you. The angel says your health is no longer fragile, it is responsive, and responsiveness is power when guided by wisdom. There is immediate urgency here, because soon you will be presented with a moment that feels ordinary on the surface, a small decision, a pause, a yes or a no, and that moment will quietly determine how deeply this healing settles into your life. Rising mystery surrounds this because you will not recognize it as destiny when it arrives, only later will you look back and realize it was the turning point. Fear may try to reappear, whispering old narratives, but hear this reassurance clearly, divine protection has already gone ahead of you, smoothing what once felt sharp, softening what once resisted. Tell me honestly, do you feel calmer about your body now than you did when this message began? That calm is evidence, not suggestion. There is hope solidifying here, and it comes with identity. You are no longer someone waiting for something to go wrong, you are someone attuned to what goes right. Do not skip this next truth, because the angel says very soon you will experience a stretch of days where your energy feels more consistent, your thoughts clearer, your spirit lighter, and that season will confirm that the worst is behind you. Have you noticed how your intuition now speaks sooner, before exhaustion sets in? That is healing maturing. Destiny is no longer something approaching from afar, it is something unfolding quietly in your routines, and the angel says honoring these small shifts will keep you well in ways medicine alone never could. Listen carefully, chosen one, because there is one final warning wrapped in love. Do not return to silence, do not ignore the whispers again, because your body speaks truth faster than the world does. Tell me, will you promise yourself to listen this time? Stay present for this final heartbeat of the message, because what your guardian angel has been preparing you for is not just recovery, but a new relationship with your life itself, and once you step fully into it, there is no going back to how things were before, because everything is about to change. Beware, dear mother and sister. God wants to save you from a man. His name will shock you. Listen carefully, my beloved, because this message is not random and it is not for everyone, it is for you, yes you, the one who almost skipped this moment but felt a sudden pull to stay. My child, this is a divine interruption and you must hear this now. There is a man connected to your life, connected to your prayers, connected to your tears, and God says do not ignore this warning. Do not minimize this feeling in your spirit, because heaven has seen what you could not see yet, and heaven has decided to speak before it is too late. My daughter, you have been kind, you have been patient, you have been forgiving beyond reason, and that is exactly why this message has found you. Tell me honestly, have you felt uneasy about someone lately even though you couldn't explain why? Listen carefully, this is not fear meant to paralyze you, this is protection sent to position you. There is urgency in my voice because time is sensitive right now, and if you stop listening you may miss a turning point designed to save you from deep sorrow. Don't skip this, my beloved, because what I am revealing now has been hidden for years. You were chosen to hear it today. There is a man whose words sound supportive but whose spirit carries confusion, whose presence drains your peace slowly, quietly, subtly, and you have felt tired after interactions with him without knowing why. Have you noticed how your joy fades after certain conversations? This is not coincidence, this is confirmation. Fear may rise in you right now, and that is natural. But hear this clearly, you are not alone, you are covered, you are seen, and heaven is actively intervening on your behalf. My child, God says I will not let what harmed your past destroy your future. You are marked for protection, marked for clarity, marked for escape before damage takes root. Listen carefully, because I am not revealing everything yet, and that is intentional. Suspense is mercy. Right now, because what is coming requires your full attention, you must hear this. The man I am warning you about entered your life during a vulnerable season, when you were tired, when you were praying for understanding, when you needed support, and he appeared familiar, safe, even divinely sent. But beneath the surface there is manipulation masked as care, control masked as concern, and delay masked as patience. Tell me, do you feel a quiet resistance in your spirit as I speak? Do not ignore that, my beloved, that is discernment awakening. Immediate urgency is upon you now, because decisions you make in the coming days will shape the next chapter of your life. But fear not, sudden reassurance is flowing even now. God says I am ahead of you. I have already prepared a way of escape. You are not trapped. You are not bound. You are not foolish. You are chosen and protected. Listen, don't skip this, because I am about to reveal something that will connect the dots of your past pain, your present confusion, and your future freedom. Hope is rising even as tension shakes you, because this warning is not punishment, it is promotion. It is evidence that your destiny is valuable enough to defend. My child, you are stepping into a season where truth replaces tolerance, where peace replaces pressure, where clarity replaces confusion. And yet there is one more thing you must know. One shocking truth that has not been spoken yet, one detail about this man that will make everything suddenly make sense. Do you believe this message found you on purpose? Stay with me, because what happens next will shock you. Because the name I am about to uncover carries weight, memory, and spiritual authority, and before I speak it you must prepare your heart. My beloved, listen carefully. This is not gossip, this is revelation, and revelation always comes with responsibility. Don't skip this moment, because many ignored this warning before you and paid a heavy emotional price. My child, the man God is warning you about is not a stranger. And that is what makes this so dangerous. He is familiar, trusted, perhaps even respected by others, and that is why confusion has lingered so long. Tell me honestly, have you defended someone even while feeling unsettled inside? The urgency increases now because the season of delay is ending. Rising mystery surrounds this connection because his intentions were never meant to be obvious. They were meant to unfold slowly, like a shadow moving at dusk, unnoticed until darkness deepens. Fear may tighten your chest as you listen, but stay with me, because fear here is not from God. It is the alarm bell before rescue arrives. Sudden reassurance flows again as heaven speaks. God says, I expose this not to shame you but to shield you. You are not late, you are right on time. Chosen one, the name connected to this man carries a pattern, not just letters, a pattern you have seen before in your life, a pattern of emotional dependency, of promises that shift, of words that sound holy but lead to heaviness. Have you noticed how your prayers became more confusing instead of clearer after trusting Him? Listen carefully, this is not random. Repetition is mercy, repetition is protection, because you were trained to doubt your discernment, but today God restores it. The name I speak carries a meaning tied to control, dominance, or false strength, and when you hear it your spirit will react before your mind does. Don't skip this, because many people around you may praise this man, but heaven measures differently. Immediate urgency rises again because conversations are coming, decisions are approaching, and silence will no longer protect you, but clarity will. My beloved, this man's name has been spoken in your prayers more than you realize, sometimes in confusion, sometimes in frustration, sometimes in quiet tears at night. Tell me, have you ever asked God why peace disappears around one specific person? Fear peaks here because truth dismantles illusions, but sudden divine comfort wraps around you now. God says, I am with you. I will give you the words. I will open the door. I will remove the weight. Hope rises because separation is not loss when God initiates it. It is deliverance. Destiny is calling you forward, not backward, and this connection cannot follow you into the next season. You are chosen for freedom, chosen for clarity, chosen for joy that does not cost your soul. Listen carefully. The shocking part is not just the name itself, but what that name represents in your life story. A cycle that ends now, a lesson that completes now, a door that closes now. Do you feel relief mixed with fear as I say this? That is confirmation. Stay with me, because I am about to reveal how God will remove this man without chaos, without shame, without regret, and the way it happens will change everything, because the truth I haven't revealed yet will change everything. And the way heaven moves next will feel gentle on the surface but decisive in the spirit. Listen carefully, my child, because this is where many lose focus and miss the miracle. Don't skip this moment, because what I am about to say explains why you have felt a strange pause in your life, as if progress slowed just enough to make you question yourself. Immediate urgency returns now because timing matters. The removal God is orchestrating will not look like drama, it will look like distance. Conversations that fade, opportunities that quietly dissolve, access that suddenly closes, and you may be tempted to reach back out of habit, but you must hear this. Listen carefully. The silence will be protection, not punishment. Rising mystery surrounds how cleanly this separation happens, because when God intervenes, He does not always announce it with thunder. Sometimes He uses stillness. Fear may rise again as you imagine being misunderstood, judged, or questioned, but sudden reassurance flows immediately. God says, I will guard your reputation, I will guard your heart, I will guard your future. You will not have to explain what I am removing. Chosen one, you have carried guilt that was never yours, responsibility that was never assigned to you, and emotional weight that slowly stole your strength. Tell me honestly, have you felt tired in ways rest couldn't fix? Listen carefully, this is not random. Repetition is intentional, because you were taught to endure instead of discern, to stay instead of listen. But today that pattern breaks. Hope rises as you realize you are not losing love, you are being redirected toward peace. Destiny speaks louder now, because once this man is removed, clarity returns quickly, prayers feel lighter, decisions feel easier, joy feels safer. Don't skip this, because the next revelation confirms why God waited until now. Rising suspense builds because the delay was strategic. My beloved, if this separation happened earlier you would have blamed yourself, but now you will recognize God's hand. Fear peaks briefly when you imagine standing alone, but sudden divine comfort wraps you again. God says, I am not removing without replacing. I am not closing without opening. I am not ending without beginning. Have you noticed new thoughts about your future recently, ideas you hadn't allowed yourself to imagine before? That is not coincidence, that is preparation. Listen carefully, because once this man exits your emotional space, a blessing that was blocked begins to move, conversations align, opportunities unlock, peace settles, and you will look back and realize the heaviness was never normal. My child, this is why the name mattered, because it symbolized a role, not a person, and that role is finished now. Do you feel something lifting as I speak? That is confirmation. Stay with me, because the next part reveals the exact sign you will notice when God completes this removal, and when you see it, you will know without doubt that everything is about to change. Because the sign will be subtle yet undeniable. Listen carefully, my beloved, don't skip this moment because heaven rarely repeats itself this clearly. Immediate urgency rises again because the confirmation will arrive faster than you expect, and if you are distracted you may dismiss it as coincidence. Rising mystery surrounds this sign because it does not come through words but through absence. A sudden quiet where tension once lived, a calm reaction where anxiety once ruled, and when it happens your body will feel it before your mind understands it. Tell me honestly, have you ever felt relief without knowing why? Fear may whisper that something is wrong when peace arrives suddenly, but hear this. Sudden reassurance flows now. God says peace is not emptiness, peace is alignment. Chosen one, the sign is this: when this man is fully removed, your spirit will stop negotiating. You will no longer feel the need to explain yourself, justify your feelings, or rehearse conversations in your head. Listen carefully. This is not random. This freedom is intentional. Hope begins to rise because you realize how much energy was being drained without your consent. Destiny speaks again because this release marks the end of an old assignment, not just a relationship, and that is why heaven has been so involved. Fear peaks briefly as you wonder how others will react, but sudden divine comfort surrounds you again. God says, I will handle their opinions. You focus on obedience. My child, the next hook I must place before you is urgent. Because once this sign appears, a second blessing follows closely behind. Don't skip this, because many stop at relief and miss restoration. Have you noticed your prayers shifting from survival to expectation lately? That is preparation. Listen carefully. The blessing arrives as clarity in one specific area you have struggled with. It could be finances, direction, confidence, or peace in your home, and when it unlocks you will realize this man was never meant to walk with you into abundance. Fear may try to pull you back into familiarity, but sudden reassurance comes again. God says familiarity is not safety, obedience is. Chosen one, repetition is mercy now. Listen carefully, don't skip this, you must hear this, because the final confirmation will come through your emotions: joy without fear, rest without guilt, laughter without apology. Tell me, do you long for that kind of peace? This is not fantasy, this is prophecy. Rising suspense tightens because there is one last truth about this man you have not fully understood yet, something about why he was allowed to stay as long as he did, and when I reveal it, everything about your past will suddenly make sense. Stay with me, my beloved, because the next revelation will explain the lesson, the protection, and the purpose behind it all. And what happens next will shock you. Because the reason he was allowed to stay was not to break you but to reveal you. Listen carefully, my child. Don't skip this, because this is where guilt finally dissolves. Immediate urgency rises as heaven speaks plainly now. This connection exposed the depth of your compassion, your loyalty, your endurance, and also the places where you learn to abandon yourself to keep peace. Rising mystery deepens because God never wastes pain. Fear may surface as you realize how much you tolerated, but sudden reassurance surrounds you now. God says, I do not expose to shame, I expose to heal. Chosen one, you were not weak for staying, you were learning discernment through experience. Tell me honestly, have you ever wondered why you kept giving chances even when your heart felt heavy? Listen carefully, repetition matters now. This is not random, this was training, not punishment. Hope rises as you understand that what felt like delay was actually refinement. Destiny sharpens because the empathy you gained will now be used with wisdom, not sacrifice. Don't skip this, because the next hook is critical. Once this lesson completes, your boundaries will no longer feel cruel, they will feel natural. Fear may whisper that you will become cold, but sudden divine comfort answers. Immediately, God says you will not lose love, you will gain balance. My beloved, the shocking truth is this: the man's presence revealed what needed strengthening inside you, and now that strength has formed, his assignment in your life is finished. Have you noticed how you speak differently now, think differently now, pause differently now? That is evidence. Listen carefully, because the next phase begins quickly, and if you hesitate you may miss the confirmation. Rising suspense builds as heaven prepares replacement, not necessarily a person, but peace, direction, favor, alignment. Chosen one, your life will feel lighter and others will notice. Fear peaks briefly when you imagine stepping forward without apology, but sudden reassurance flows again. God says, I am with you, I am pleased with you, I am leading you. Tell me, do you feel ready to stop explaining yourself? Don't skip this, because the final sign approaches, a moment when you will look back and feel nothing but gratitude for the rescue you once resisted. Listen carefully, my child, because the next part reveals how your future connections will feel completely different, and why you will never repeat this cycle again. Everything is about to change, and the difference will be unmistakable. Listen carefully, my beloved. Don't skip this final moment, because it seals what heaven has already begun. Immediate urgency returns one last time, because your future connections will not demand confusion to prove loyalty. Rising mystery lifts now, because what is coming feels calm instead of chaotic, and that calm may feel unfamiliar at first. Fear might whisper that peace means boredom, but sudden reassurance flows immediately. God says peace is recognition. Chosen one, when the right connections enter your life, your body will not brace itself, your spirit will not argue, your mind will not rehearse escape plans. Tell me honestly, do you feel a quiet longing for that kind of safety? Listen carefully. Repetition anchors truth now. This is not random. This message was timed, because you are standing at the edge of a new pattern, one where love does not cost your clarity, where respect does not require endurance, where presence does not steal strength. Don't skip this, because the final hook is this: the name that once carried weight will soon carry no emotion at all, no pull, no reaction, just memory. And that neutrality will be your confirmation. Fear may try to resurrect old habits, but sudden divine confidence rises within you now. God says you have outgrown what once intimidated you. My child, destiny speaks clearly as heaven closes this chapter gently but permanently. The future will not repeat the past, because you will recognize the warning signs early and honor them without guilt. Have you noticed how your intuition feels sharper now? That is the reward of obedience. Listen carefully. The miracle teased at the beginning is not dramatic rescue but lasting peace, not loud separation but quiet freedom, not revenge but release. Chosen one, your life will move forward lighter, clearer, safer, and you will know without doubt that this warning saved you from sorrow you never had to experience. Tell me, do you feel gratitude rising already? Don't skip this final truth, because heaven is not finished speaking over you. This message ends, but the guidance continues, and what unfolds next in your life will confirm every word you've heard, because the truth I haven't revealed yet will change everything.